On the ATP World Tour, the chair umpire's job sits head and shoulders above the rest. And before the action begins, the man in the middle has a special checklist.
Yeah, you have to do, we call it the pre-match preparations, the chair umpire has to do, and that takes minimum 5 minutes before the match.
A key part of the chair umpire's job is to expect the unexpected. You have to be prepared for any eventuality.
Today, immediately as one of the players came in court, he asked me for water in room temperature, because he thought the water was too cold that were in the fridges. And that happened quite often these days, that the players, they don't want the water too cold.
During the pre-match preparation, every last detail must be accounted for. Checking the net is a vital part of the process.
The distance from the far sideline to where you place the single stick and the height of the net is the same. So I have a tape measure with me and I measure that, and I have to do that before every match to make sure that that is correct placed.
The final thing that must be monitored before play can begin is the umpire's computer console. This ensures that all the match facts and figures are updated and sorted.
The PDA, which is the small computer I'm using, which is connected to the scoreboard, but which is also connected to the internet live. So whatever I do in my PDA, that's a live score that goes all over the world. So I have to make sure that the PDA is working, that I have the correct match there. Sometimes it happens that we move a match from one court because of bad weather or because we finished earlier on the center court. There's a little bit of pressure on the PDA, and there's a little bit of pressure on umpires to do the right things in the PDA, make sure that you enter the score in the correct way.
Once the match is underway, the real work of the chair umpire can finally begin, and that means making the calls.
As an umpire, you have to prove to the player that the ball was out or the ball was good. So you have to go down from the chair sometimes and tell them that the ball is touching the line or the ball is just out. And of course, it can be a challenge.
But on the ATP World Tour, it's a challenge that the chair umpire learns to relish.
In general, I think umpiring is it's not a science, it's an art. It's an art for the umpire to make a decision here and to be able to convince the player that the ball was good or the ball was out.
It takes a unique dedication to do this job. It's the art of the ATP World Tour chair umpire. Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, presented by Rio, we'll have the latest from Flushing Meadows as the US Open reaches its climax. And as American legend Andy Roddick announces his retirement, we reflect on A-Rod's glittering career. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter. See you next week.